If you want to learn English by using it in daily life, watch this video until the end, because in this video, I will clearly explain what someone teaching English should do and shouldn't do. After this video ends, your perspective on English will also change. Before we start the video, if you like the video and subscribe to the channel, I will bring the continuation of our series every day. Hello everyone, I'm Mr. English Teacher. Welcome to my channel. As I mentioned in this video, I will clearly explain how you can use English in daily life, how you can learn it without being bound to grammar rules or vocabulary lists. Listen to me carefully. So grab your coffee, lean back, and in a short time, like 10 minutes, let me change your perspective on English. Actually, the nature of English passes through our lives, meaning our morning routines, the coffee we drink, the time we spend while cooking, the dialogues we have while talking to our friends. All of these teach us English. These situations I mentioned are ongoing situations in our daily lives, and when we constantly use our native language in our daily lives, we only communicate in our native language. But on the other hand, if we integrate English into the things we do in our daily life while doing them, we learn the language by living it, and anything learned by living is hard to forget. As I will explain in the continuation of the video, this is suitable for people who speak English at every single level, so keep listening carefully. So let me explain how we can turn these activities we do in our daily life into a language laboratory. The laboratory will be like our own home. That is our kitchen, our room, or our phone that we use. Anything can be our language laboratory. So the language laboratory will be a classroom where we will learn English. You may have said this: I've been trying to learn English for years, but I can't speak confidently in any way. Have you ever thought about the reason for this? Actually, the reason is very simple. People think that English is only about learning from books, either learning in class or just memorizing vocabulary. This is not correct, because learning a real language is not done just by memorizing words or learning grammar. You need to be constantly exposed to it, meaning what I mean by exposure is that you are constantly dealing with that language. The more you integrate that language into your life, you don't learn that language, you directly acquire it. Acquiring and learning are very different concepts. If you learn a language, you may forget some parts after time passes. But if you acquire a language, that language will be with you until the end of your life. That's why the television programs you watch, the podcasts you listen to, the books you read will help you a lot at this point. Even the small thoughts that pass through your mind during the day will have an effect on this. To show this with an example, you went to a market, bought a water bottle, and looked at its label. The label is in English and says, "Still water, natural mineral water." Without any effort, you learned a few words. Still water, carbonated-free water mineral, contains natural minerals. Natural, natural label, small information tag on the product. This is learning by living, meaning you learned 4 words here. Like this, we encounter hundreds of words in our daily life, and there was no need to memorize vocabulary to learn them, because you learned by living. You didn't open a book, you didn't write in a notebook, you didn't memorize. You just lived your normal life, and English appeared in front of you on its own. This is the magic of daily English. Real, simple, useful, and completely connected to your life. As these small moments repeat, you gradually gain fluency. Now let's go deeper. I will show you how each part of your daily routine can turn into a small English lesson. Your morning coffee, your journey, your cooking, your shopping, and your entertainment. English is in all of them. You just need to open your eyes. For example, in the morning, you wake up, you're sleepy, you go to the kitchen and make coffee. Turn this moment into English. This coffee smells strong. This coffee tastes sweet. This is my morning routine. Say sentences like these to yourself. Tell yourself in English what you're doing at that moment, what you're experiencing. The important point here is that you are thinking in English and developing this ability. Now imagine you go to a market and think about looking at labels. Even if the label is not in English, you say it in English. This is the bakery section. These are dairy products. These are frozen foods. These are snacks. Then take those products you looked at in your hand and make an explanation to yourself in English. For example, this is yogurt. It is low fat. This chicken is boneless and skinless. Following this, ask yourself some questions. Where can I find the pasta? Is this fresh? Do you have a smaller size? Asking questions will help you and your brain develop the habit of asking questions. Now let me explain how you can use English during travel. Travel is golden time for English. Listen, observe, think. This time you can form sentences like this. I'm listening for new words today. I don't understand everything and that's okay. The bus is crowded today. Now it's time to use English while cooking. So what kind of words can we use while cooking? Actually, we have hundreds of words we can use while cooking. Let's exemplify a few. Cut, boil, mix, heat, pour, taste, slice, fry. You can use these words when explaining the recipe of the food you're making. For example, chop the onions, boil water, add salt, mix well. While cooking, say to yourself, I am cutting the vegetables. This smells really good. I am almost finished. So as you can see, when language is combined with real actions, it is learned permanently. Now we've come to our last and most enjoyable part. Learning English while watching series or movies. As we mentioned in our previous items, when English learning is combined with real activities, it is permanently placed in our brain. In this step, we should open a movie or series that we want and love and watch it with awareness. The thing we need to pay attention to, don't try to understand 100%, just listen slowly. Turn on English subtitles. Try to find the most common English expressions while watching and pause and repeat. As example expressions, come on, let's go. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. I'll be right back. Yes. In conclusion, here's what you learned in this video. English is not learned only by memorizing grammar rules or memorizing words. The real method is to acquire it by living it. While doing this, you don't need to be bound to any place. Wherever you are, your life is your classroom. Your daily routines are your best teacher. While doing these, don't stress, don't feel pressured, and try to use English while doing things you love. Before ending the video, don't forget to write 3 words you learned today in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. I'm Mr. English Teacher. Goodbye until the next video.